and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. A great big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. All right, guys, so I'm not even going to tell you to get a snack or a drink and just sit down and relax, because what you see here, that's it. That's all I colored for December 2022. So it won't be an hour long, at least, gosh, I hope it isn't. But you know, I like to chat about the pages that I do, so it'll be probably a little longer than you'd think this amount of books would warrant. So for December, I actually did a lot of journaling, both in my reading journal, my coloring book journal, as well as my Hobonichi 2023. And so, you know, as with all hobbies, if you're devoting on one, then you don't have a lot of time to devote on others. So I did drop the ball on Pixie's Disney Challenge. I didn't complete that. I didn't complete the page for Area Vale. I didn't do my buddy color with Patty, but we're actually just going to postpone that and do it in January instead. And so I know that this is a hobby that helps me unwind and de-stress, and I know it's the same for them. So, you know, if I can keep up, great, and if not, I just make sure that I reach out and let them know what's going on so they don't worry. Oh, and I didn't finish a buddy color with my girl Jen from Instagram, so that's also on the list as well. I think that's all. I might have more. Who even knows? It's currently January 2nd. Hope you guys had a great New Year weekend. I know quite a few of you are not feeling well, so just get some rest, stay hydrated. And you know what? Let's get started. My first completed page, or picture, really, because when you see it, you'll see that it's small, is from this. I believe it's a fairy tale postcard book by the artist Miki Takai, and I did get this from Amazon Japan. This was for an Olga Rani prompt of bear, I believe. And this is a combination of various color pencils, some Fantasia and some Twistables. And then there's also some dual hybrid metallic, some glaze pen in her hair, and then some Tombow. I don't know why I did not use alcohol markers. In fact, I don't know that I used a lot of alcohol markers this month. But yeah, that was my completed page in this. Some of the things, it took me a while as I was color blocking, I guess you could say, doing the first layer of color, because I'd had to figure out what belonged to what. So it helps that, okay, I did all the brown, and then I did the brown of the bear, and I added some layers just to add some texture and some interest. But yeah, a little bit was difficult to see, even though there's a picture here. So that's my completed page out of this book right here. I did complete a page out of this, Meine Reise durch Asien. This is by Rita Berman. This is the very first page I completed out of here, and you guessed it, for another Finding Color for Olga Rani of Door. And this one I used in water-based markers. There's some pencil work on here, lots of glaze pen, dual hybrid metallic, and that's some Spectrum Sparkle right there. And then these are done in Pentel Moonlight pens. And again, another one where I did not use alcohol markers. Now, even though this is a double-sided book, I do know that I am not going to complete every single page. And so if I see a page that I'm not 100% about on the other side, then yeah, I'm more likely to use alcohol markers. That's how I'm treating both of my other Rita Berman books as well. Now, this could have gone for teen novellas, Color Your Hoard. Again, you guys know I don't do or haven't done a lot on Instagram. I'm hoping to change that a little. I'm not going to go crazy overboard with it, but this is the first page completed out of this, so this could have counted towards that hashtag. But that's my completed page here, Meine Reise durch Asien. I did do an opal page. It has been a minute since I've done one, and this is Forest Girl number 3 in the series. That's at least how I call it. And the page I completed was this one right here. I had actually started this several months ago, but I never wrote that down because I was doing some distress ink in here and I had some left on the brush, and so I just added that little background. So that was how I started this page. Her dress is actually done in washi tape, and I think that looks so pretty. Now this is a page that I definitely used alcohol marker on, and I'm not gonna lie, I love the finish of that. I think she looks so pretty. I think the elements around her look so pretty. I did add a text. This is a Tim Holtz sticker that says there is beauty in simplicity, and this was done for another finding color for Acorn, and this can also go towards Poet's Comfy and Cozy for Poet 2022. In fact, I think I might take a picture of this. Oh no, I should have one if I did find in color and post it to Instagram, because that's just, it's really pretty to me, and I love how her dress came out. But that is my completed page out of this one, Forest Girl number 3 by Opal. I completed a page out of this one, Tortured Tales by Hardy Hornsby. I think most of my pictures this month were inspired by Olga for her Find in Color, as was this one here. This is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. The prompt was bears, and I really like this coloring book. It takes fairy tales and just spins them in a slightly different way, and to me, this is a really easy and quick color. I do keep this at work, so I will be taking it back, and it's predominantly alcohol marker work with just some dual hybrid metallic pens, because that's what I have at work, as well as some Wink of Stella. But I think it's really cute, and it's a little different than what you'd see Goldilocks and the Three Bears. But yeah, I think it's really nice. So this is Heidi Hornsby's Tortured Tales. This one I specifically purchased because Disney Meg is doing her alphabet challenge, and she has this one, and I thought it'd be really cool to color along for the letter of the month. The letter for the month of December was C, so we did this page right here. Now, I don't do a lot of seasonal coloring. I don't actually, well, no, I have one specifically Christmas coloring book, but otherwise, if I'm doing any kind of Christmas type things, I'll either pick a picture from one of my Japanese or Korean coloring books, because a lot of them have seasons in them, or I'll just use red and green in a picture that may not necessarily be Christmassy and just kind of turn it Christmassy that way. And this actually has alcohol markers, a Sharpie, Crayola. There's some paint on here, Sakura Koi paint, and it was really fun to do. And again, as you can see, I used the Christmassy color, and there's a little bit of shimmer. I don't know if you guys can see this. This was a buddy color with my friend Disney Meg. And then for January, her letter is W. So we're going to be doing this one right here. Now, she has that Disney ABDCR book, and I really like that one. I've actually had that one on my mind for quite some time, but it's rather difficult to find. And so I thought, well, this might make a good compromise for me, at least, just because then I can always choose the page that has the letter on it that she's choosing. I do like architecture, and then it's no fuss, no muss. But yeah, it's a really cute coloring book. This is Nice Little Town ABC by Tatiana Bogema Stilova. And again, that was a buddy color with Disney Meg. This is one of the ones that I finished on New Year's Eve. There are two pictures that I finished the last 2 days of the month. This is Zan Von Zed's Lady of Leisure's 3, and this was a buddy color with my girl Deb. And we completed this picture here. Deb's is absolutely beautiful. Go ahead and check out her page. I did a lot of paint on this with just a little bit of alcohol marker. And so this is my Derwent Inktense paint pan. I love that stuff. I actually haven't used my pencils in months. This also has some Graffy tint in it. And then, yeah, so most of the alcohol marker work was done on her skin and the branches there. And then Olga Rani's current prompt is butterflies, so I added these butterflies here. That is from Sticky Club, one of the packs that I've gotten from them. There is some Spectrum Sparkle Clear on her little coat there. And then I did some highlighting with some white. And yeah, I think she looks really pretty. Deb's version of this is this green kind of tealish color, and it's vibrant and it's bold and it's beautiful. But I really like this. We already have our buddy color for January set up in another Zan Von Zed, but this is Zan Von Zed's Ladies of Leisure number 3. I did complete a picture out of this, Characters Through Worlds and Times, a grayscale coloring book by Kristen Caron. And the page I completed was this. Again, another find in color for Acorn. It doesn't play a predominant role on the page, but it is on there. Again, another one of those that I completed in Christmas colors in order to denote the season, even though I don't know that it necessarily needed to be that. To me, she was like a young, hot Mrs. Claus before she met the Mister. That's how I see this. So I love doing her hair in gray. I tried to give a little bit of light to her face and to her hair. I did add this box right here, just kind of frame her out. And I think she's actually really pretty. This is the one that I keep at work. I do have 2 books of this because I made a mistake and ordered twice. And so I will be taking this back to work with the Heidi Hornsby one. But yeah, I think she's really, really cute. But that's my completed page out of this. And the text on her page says, "Not all who wander are lost." And that is Characters Through Worlds and Times by Kristen Caron. Now, this was the other page that I completed during the last 2 days of the year. This is Romantic Country, the first book by Erie, and Tammy from Tammy Colors 2 and I try to do an Erie coloring page every single month. And so the one that we did this month was this one right here. And I actually added elements because all of this background, say for this kind of banister thing, wasn't there. So I added this big picture window, and then I added the bricks so that I could kind of cement this as well as the horizon line there. And I think it looks really nice. Now, I actually used some distress crayons for the background, and then I did some white gel over top of it. I again made that frame. A lot of this is done in paint. As much as possible, I want to kind of keep the other side of my Erie pages pristine. As you can see, there was that's actual bleed through. So that is from my Sparkle Pop or dual hybrid metallic pens, and that's fine. For this page right here, if for any reason I decide to do it, then I can do the background in something a little dark, maybe acrylic paint or even just distress ink, and then just kind of deal with whatever bleed through that I see on the page. So it's not ruined, but it's certainly not the extent of bleed through you'd get if I used alcohol markers, and this book won't be one of those. But it's kind of soft to me. I really like it. Tammy's one was so pretty. I definitely go ahead and check out. I don't know that she posted on her Instagram page, and I don't know that I've seen her December completed pages video either. So when she does have it up, you'll be able to see it. I'll need to message her and see if she wants to do another one for January, because I have been enjoying doing my Erie pages with her, and we just cycle through because I believe we have all of them. So it's just a really nice way to get through my Erie coloring books with my friend Tammy. And that's that completed page there out of Romantic Country, number 1 by Erie. And then my final completed page is out of this one. This was an amazing gift from my friends Sarah and Darren over at Chronic Coloring Down Under. This was for my birthday, and I completed the group buddy color for 2022 for December. I'll insert a picture here of what the picture was, and I do that because I altered it and I could not be more pleased with it. And so the page I completed out of this one is this one right here. Now, I didn't actually see this or envision this when I chose the page, but when I was editing something and I looked at it on the phone when I was editing, these looked like eyelashes. And then I kind of envisioned this as her face, and this is sort of her crown. And I really wanted all of these elements to pop, and so I just did a flat wash of acrylic black paint. Actually, this was acrylic paint marker. And then this isn't, yeah, because I'd already finished this one. This was the November group Buddy Color, and so I didn't use any alcohol marker. And so it looks like there's pencil on here. So it's Fantasia pencils, Prisma pencils, dual hybrid metallic, moonlight glaze, and black acrylic paint. And I could not be happier with this. I mean, I think this is so striking. It's actually one of the final pictures that I posted for 2023 on Instagram because I loved it so much. So yeah, that was my final. It wasn't the final page that I completed for the year, but it's certainly one of my favorites. Now I will be doing another video of the hashtags I'm creating for 2023. I did want to do that video earlier, but I just never got around to it. The text on her page, again, another Tim Holtz sticker, is, if you're lucky enough to be different, never change. And I like the sentiment along with this picture here. All right, so that's my last completed page. Let me get my coloring book journal and I'll be right back. All right, this is my Maisie Lane Co. A5 dot grid journal that I'm using for my coloring book hobby. I did actually tab it out. I've started doing the journal for 2023, but I have not finished setup. So once I have, I will share that with you guys. But let's check off some things. So for the month of December, because I do have coloring book focus, I don't have goals on my hobbies because that just, to me, is counterproductive. So I did complete an opal page. I did complete a Zan Von Zed. I did not complete a Carla Magana or a mythographic. I did do an Erie. I did not do a Joanna Basford or a Reptiloids or Ikuko. First time for that. 10 by 10 book could have been the Erie, and then I did the Hannah Carlzon. Corey's Challenge, I don't even know if it's still going on, but I did not get to that. Hues of 2022, I did, so as well as October. Random color generator, no. One color challenge, no. Fantasy for Tammy's 50th, any of the pages could have been that, so I'm going to say yes, even though I didn't post. Pixies Disney, nope. Meg's ABC Color, yes. Grogu in 2022, nope. Morgan O, nope. Fairy Tales and Stories for Johanna, could have been any of them, so yes. Color in the Year, The Tiger, no. Hannah K in the City and Reach for the Stars, that's a yes, because that could have counted for the one that I just showed you. And then for Olga Rani, oh no, this one here. Now this one I was really hoping I could finish. These were my untouched books as of May 2022, and I only had 2 remaining. I started a page, actually I've started 2 now, in Dreams of Dragons, and I never got back to it. And then my Ville Sauvage from Lyrica is still untouched. So when I am setting up or finish setting up my 2023 coloring book journal, they're actually going to make another appearance because I do want to track this information. This here, I'll definitely go ahead and put some thoughts, but I'll do that off camera. And then for Olga Rani's Find in Color, it is currently Butterfly, and that one is due no later than the 7th, I think, because it was 2 or 3 weeks that we had. I have one, I might do another one. And then her monthly overall challenge is Snow. This one actually is up and through January 15th, so I still have that. I do not believe that Sarah has her Coloropoly. If I'm not mistaken, she takes December and January off, and then she'll go ahead and resume for February. So I definitely will be on the lookout for that. This is my cover page for 2023, but again, the rest of my coloring book journal for 2023, I'll show you guys on another day. All right, guys, well, that's it for me for now. Not many pages, but I am happy with the ones that I did. How did your December 2023 go in your coloring book hobby? I'd love to know in the comments below. All right, guys, well, that's it for me for now. And as always, Aloha.